Hey guys, this is Mark's Team Business. This is back with like a little, I don't know, I guess I gotta get past the camera here. Little cleaning, knife care tutorial kind of thing. All these knives that I have sitting right here have a rust problem, and so all these knives have some form of rust on them. So as you can see right here, I have the steel wool to remove the rust, some Rem Oil for the lubricant and to keep them nice and clean and lubricated. Have the magnifying glass for up close, and I have my microfiber cloth that has seen lots of use. So first one we're going to start off with is our Buck 110. You'll also notice that this knife has a broken tip. So there's the broken tip on it. Guys, if you have a Buck 110, be careful with the tips. They break extremely easily. You can see this knife has been used quite a bit, and it has quite a bit of rust on it. So we're going to take some steel wool to this and we're going to clean it up. So I'm going to lay my microfiber cloth down right here, and let me move these knives back. Oh, also the knives I have sitting out here today are the Spyderco Tenacious, the Spyderco Persistence, the Gerber Remix, and the Gerber Mini Paraframe, of course the Buck 110, and we also have the Buck Bantam BHW and the Buck Bantam BBW. I have to look at the boxes because I'm still not familiar with the names of them yet. They all sound familiar. So we got the knife right here. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in, readjust the angle, zoom in. Also guys, let me know if you like this type of setting better than the other setting I have. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna open up the hole in the. Oh, by the way, this is like $3 at Walmart. It comes with 12 pads, and this should last you forever unless you let it rust on you. And steel wool does rust, so obviously because it's steel. And so I'll take one of the pads out right here, set this to the side, and you only need about that much, not even about that much, not even that much. So I'm gonna unroll this, and I'm only gonna take maybe 1-2 rolls like that. I'm just gonna kind of put it in a ball and just you rub it back and forth on the blade. It's simple as that. Don't cut yourself though, please. But you just get into the little cracks and crevices, and eventually all this, it takes off all the rust. And the reason I say don't use a lot is because if you want your steel wool to last, don't put this back in with the rest of it, because once this gets rust on it, it's pretty much done for. So you only want a little bit. And I tend to like to put a little bit of a lubricant on the blade while I'm doing this, but that's just me, so that way it absorbs the minerals as I take off the rust. So but that's just my preference. Everybody has their own. But try not to scratch your blade while you're doing this, because you can get some nasty scratch marks. So and they make different grades of the steel wool that you guys can get. This little stuff down here in these cracks and crevices is hard to get out. And I'm gonna let y'all know now, this Buck 110 hasn't been cleaned in hell since I moved from Virginia to Texas. It's been 2 years, and I know I didn't clean it for like 4 years back in Virginia, so it's been neglected for quite some time. So go ahead and wipe this off, and compare it to one side to the other. This is probably going to be a long video, guys. You can see right here, there's no signs of rust or anything except dirt up under the nail clip, which can be removed with steel wool, but it takes a little longer. Right now I'm just getting the main bite of the blade. So right there you can see that there's nothing really left. Now look at this side. All kinds of rust and scratches and dirt and grime. So let's continue on. Let's flip it over to the other side. Also, if you guys would like, you can get Brasso and clean up a little bit of this, unless you guys like that old antique look, which I tend to like. I like that old antique-y look. Now this buck knife is an old buck knife. It's not super old, but it's old enough. This was my first knife that I can remember to this day. I just kind of found it laying around the house, and I kind of acquired it. And my mom's let me keep it ever since. So this was my first knife. And just need to take care of it, especially if it's been around that long, you know. Just gotta take care of her. And I tend to when I'm doing this, I like to turn the blade in so that way I can't cut myself and I can go against the blade without worrying about it too much. That's just my preference. And now there's plenty of other ways to clean the blade. This is just one of many. This is my preferred method, only because it gives the blade a nice polish too while you're at it. But there's other ways, because you can scratch your blade doing this, and 9 times out of 10 you will scratch your blade doing this. So if you got a real expensive knife and you want a way to clean the rust off, use this very lightly, but also don't gouge into it like I'm doing right here on these corners. Just rub over it lightly, and it'll take you a good amount of time. But steel wool I have found to be the best for cleaning my blades. And just wipe that off. Now here you go. You remember all that rust that was there? Gone. Look at that blade. Blade's gorgeous, except for that dirty nail clip. But there's no rust left at all. I removed all of the rust. The blade's got a nice coat of oil on it. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom back out. And this is a bookshelf, by the way, right here, bookshelf. So once you've got that removed, well, there it is. I'm gonna try to get in here under this nail clip. Let me see what I can do with that. Like I said, there's other ways of doing this. This is just the way I like to do it. I'm sure I'll catch criticism for doing this. Someone will say, oh, you can't do that, you'll mess up your blade, this and that. You know what? I'm aware of that. You don't have to tell me. I love my blades, but I use all my blades. Every single one of these blades here I've used. Even the brand new buck knives that I got, I've already used them. In this knife right here, this buck is sharp. Let's check out that nail clip. Look at that. I just cleaned it all out. Looks like a brand new buck knife, except for that gosh dang point and all these scratches on the blade. But you know what? If you use your knives, you're gonna get marks. It's just simple as that. Had to close a buck one-handed. Just like that. So, well, this kind anyways. Those other ones are hard. Buck 110, one-hand closing. So now that we've got this one nice and clean, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get the straw for my Rem Oil. And there's other stuff out there. I've even seen people use Ballistol, but I can't afford that, especially since it's imported. And I just spray a little, like just barely comes out. this is what it looks like when I put it on the blade. Just, yeah. And then I just take my finger and I rub it away from the blade, wipe off the excess. Make sure you get down in here and just wipe off the excess. And then I'll kind of take this and I'll dab it, but it's still got oil, and I just rub it in like that. And you can also take some of this, squirt it down in there, and play with your liner lock, or not, I'm dumbass, it's not a liner lock, the lock back. Just push it in and out, and work it clean. Take some pipe cleaners and get down in there, but I'll just let that sit. So okay, now that my buck is all nice and clean and oiled up, we'll move on to the Spyderco Tenacious, which I've put away for a little while because I stopped carrying it, and you'll be able to see the rust on this one, hopefully. You can see it right there on the top of the spine, and there's a bunch around the hole. Let me zoom in. You can see that right there. See all that rust? And then around the hole, there's some pigmenting starting to form. So that's what we're going to do now. And actually I better leave this zoomed in, just because you've seen this. I'm coming up on 11 minutes now. I have up to 15. So you guys get the gist. So basically all you're going to do, go buy yourself some steel wool. And this is great for user knives, just to clean them. And you just, like I said, you just get in there and buff all that rust off with the steel wool. And I can already show you. It's gone. Here you go. See? It's gone. Right there. How long did it take me? A couple seconds. You could clean a whole collection of knives within an hour to a couple hours, depending on how much you have. I'm not done with this one. But I have all these knives to clean here. And I will be doing that for the next couple hours while this video uploads. And I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate everybody who entered my contest. I really appreciate that. Everybody who supported it. And everybody who sent something in. I'm just waiting for a couple other people to send in some stuff. Billy, I have not received what you sent. I know you said you've been busy or anything, man, so I don't know if it got sent back to you and you just don't know, or what, because I haven't gotten it. It's the only person that sent something I haven't gotten. So, and I know 80s Podcast Channel said he was going to send something, and if I'm not mistaken, BT Hooligan said he was sending something, and if I'm not mistaken, I think there was someone else. So I appreciate everybody else. Hopefully I get everything in before the 29th. I may extend it by a couple days if I don't have time. I already have what names I have entered cut up, so and put in, and I'll show y'all the unique way that I'm going to try and do this. It's probably not unique, but it's pretty foolproof way. So again, I appreciate everybody for helping me out, and hopefully this video helped you in cleaning some rust off your knives, especially fishing knives. Works great. And I will be talking to y'all later. Thank you, and have a good day.